Okay, here at Northwest Inside 9, and man, it is windy today, so this ought to be a challenge. The wind should add a little extra something. Welcome back to Sorta Light Golf. We're here on a very windy day, like I was saying, at the Inside 9 at Northwest Golf Course in Silver Spring, Maryland. Up on the red tees because that's where I score the best from, and got a really decent drive that went right down the middle of the fairway. Left me an easy 100 yards in to the green, but check that flag out in the distance there. This shot got totally caught up in that wind. I'm not sure what else to do with that, but as you can see, the wind was really whipping out there. Keeping the camera up was a real challenge. So getting out the old 55-degree chipper, which has kind of revolutionized my short game, safely on the green. And pretty close to getting that in there for the par, but we'll settle for the bogey. And, you know, for us, 25 handicap, bogey golf is where it's at. So happy with that. All right, switching to the red ball on this to see if I can see it a little better. And got a decent drive, went down the right a little bit, just barely missed the fairway. 215 in, so take a wood out of there, trying to get to the green out of that rough. And almost make it, not quite, but close. Just trying to pitch up onto this green. These greens are really super undulating, especially on this hole. This little Inside 9 course is actually pretty tough. That was a pretty good shot. But this left me with a pretty decent look at par putt. Let's see if we can put it in or get a bogey at worst. Didn't quite hit it, but easy bogey.
What just happened?
You know, what can I say? It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable to miss that putt. On to the next. This is the most difficult hole on this course because there's a creek down there that you don't want to get in. Found a little buddy out here.
Why you gotta get in?
Finish! Sir, do you know what I just saw? No, sir. A gopher! Gopher! Where? Do you know what gophers can do to a golf course?
So like I was saying, there's a creek down there that I always get in. So this time I'm going to play it safe and just lay up with this pitching wedge. Get it back on the fairway, easy shot up onto the green. And this little pitch up to lay up landed me in the absolute perfect spot to do that. And I top it, and it barely makes it over the the creek. This course is like my nemesis. I cannot hit when I come out here for some reason, and I don't know why. All right, 55 again. Push this one because I honestly wasn't concentrating. I was so frustrated from that last shot. This is a mental game error issue. That one, you know, look, I lined that putt up great. It just broke weird on me. What can I tell you? When it rains, it pours on these types of holes. So I was kind of waiting for the group in front of me. You can see them down there getting ready to get on the green. And that's going to come into play here in a little bit on a couple holes later. But I actually got a really nice drive on this hole. And right before the creek, not in it, which is always fantastic. 110 yards in, and again, a really nice shot. But the wind caught me up a little bit and pushed me left of the green. Still close enough to chip right on. But I got a little bit too much of this chip, and it ran right down the hill. I thought it was going to go completely off the green, but hung on at the very last. Left me with a long one in for par. Not too bad, but let's see if we can sink this one for once. Yes, curled in there for the bogey. I felt like that was a bogey save of the century after that ball almost went off the complete green. A little par 3, just goal number 1 is to get it on the green, but the wind caught it and left it a little bit short. This was almost a really perfect putt. Man, that was a hard putt right there. I didn't quite get enough on it to get it over that, but got the distance right on this. Just missed on the aim a little bit. Still, I'll take another bogey. Okay, now for this hole, these guys are letting me play through, which for a high handicap golfer is the most high stress, terrible situation you can imagine. I was playing to curve that ball.
Right there.
It went straight.
Normally I'm between a slice and a...
So it put me a little out of position, but I'm still trying to just get it over the creek no matter what. And thank goodness I do. I get a really nice hybrid shot. Goes right over the creek, over to the right under those trees over there. So 120 in to the green, and I blasted this thing up there perfectly. I mean, it bounced. I saw it bounce. Looked great. I got up there and couldn't find the ball. So I'm asking the greenskeeper everything. I put this other ball down to play it, put it in, and then I found my other ball, which was right beside the green, but I just picked up because I was taking way too long playing through. I hate playing through for this reason. You just feel such pressure. I was just showing the greenskeeper there where the ball landed. So trying to do a little bounce back here on this par 4. And best drive of the day by far. I smacked the snot out of this thing.
All right, it's either on the green or right next to it. Wow, I really drove the green. I'm like far past the flag. Wow. That's surprising.
All right. As always, do a little karma insurance to fix those ball marks in the hopes that the golf gods will give you a birdie putt. So check this out. In putting this back in my pocket, I knock my little shot tracker onto the green. Now I'm just realizing it's gone and thinking, oh my God, do I have to walk all the way back to this tee? I was seriously panicked at this point. Finally looked back and saw it, and the amount of relief in my head was unbelievable. Now to get back in the headspace to get this birdie. I have to tell you, that was one of my best putts of the day. I mean, look at that wind pushing against that ball. This is pressure. Got it. Yes. I hardly ever get birdies, so when I do, boy, it feels great. Okay, back on to par 3. People always ask in my comments, why am I hitting driver on such short holes? Because I know how far I hit my driver normally, and if I barely hit the driver, it goes about 140 yards. You can see I missed the green a little bit, but I was pin high.
What just happened?
So I was pin high and had the perfect chip in, somehow toothed through that thing with the 55 chipper, which is really weird because that club is made to not do that, which then leads on to a really long putt that turns into a 3 putt that turns into a 5 on a par 3. Really frustrating. One shot can kill you. One shot. So you can't really tell because I don't have a shot tracer, but it looks like it went left. It didn't. It just got right on the side of the fairway. I was able to use that 6 to get right over that bunker and I think land on the green.
Just got over it.
Close enough.
Great shot.
That was actually a really great shot.
Wow, I could not have misjudged that more. Ugh.
So leave it to me to turn a potential birdie into a bogey.
At least it wasn't a double.
All right, so overall 46. Not my best round, not my worst. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Please subscribe and keep swinging them.